looking at a special kind of polynomial called a difference of squares. These are called differences of squares because, first of all, do you notice what's between each of these? That's a subtraction sign. That's where the difference comes from, because we're subtracting. And on each side we have a perfect square, x squared, x squared, x squared. And the numbers along the right side, those are also perfect squares. What we mean by that is, for each of these, there is some number that I can multiply by itself and end up with this number. For example, 2 times 2 gives me 4. 3 times 3 gives me 9. 4 times 4 gives me 16. The pattern here is always the same when we're factoring a difference of squares, and it's very straightforward and simple. First of all, let's factor x squared minus 1 right here. Well, x squared minus 1, that can break into two binomials, an x and an x. The signs are always different. And then what is that number I can multiply by itself and get 1? Well, the only number like that is a 1. And here we have that one factored. Let's take a look at x squared minus 4. This is a difference of squares. This breaks into an x and an x. The signs are always different. What are the two numbers that multiply by themselves to get 4? Well, that's a 2 and a 2. Let's take a look at another one. Here I have x squared minus 9. Well, that just breaks down into an x plus 3 and an x minus 3. No problem there. How about x squared minus 16? No problem. X plus 4 and x minus 4. Are you starting to see the pattern? Let's take a look at x squared minus 25. Can you think of what number I can multiply by itself to get 25? If you're thinking 5, then you're right, because this gives me x plus 5 and x minus 5. Let's do another one. How about x squared minus 36? Is there some number I can multiply by itself to get 36? Yes, there is. It's a 6. So x plus 6 and x minus 6 gives me x squared minus 36. And we can keep on going on like that forever. Just one last one to make sure that we stay on our toes. How about 100 minus x squared? Do you see that all I did was I reversed it? That's not going to pose us any problem. We'll break that into a 10 plus an x and a 10 minus an x. Do you see what I did there? Because the order was reversed, I put the number first that time, but it's the same pattern.